Hello and welcome to How Not to Play, the channel where I play Magic badly. So today we are going to be doing a premiere draft for Lost Caverns of Ixalan. This is my first draft of the format, so I am really excited to see what happens. Um, I am going to try to do something a little bit different this season. I'm going to try streaming every night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Until I get my 5 wins. It might be draft, it might be sealed, it might be constructed. Um, kind of a different thing every night. Hopefully, get some variety going in. Some of them may make it to YouTube, some of them may not. Streams should last until I get my 5 wins. I usually say to give about 2 hours for that to happen, so might go longer, might go shorter, depends on what happens there. But feel free to check me out on Twitch with the link in the description below at 10 p.m. Eastern and watch me fail in person. But for now on the YouTubes, let's go ahead and get into the draft and see what we are pulling today. Alright, so our pack 1, pick 1 is Deep Root Pilgrimage. Whenever merfolk become tapped, make a merfolk. Alright, that sounds pretty cool. As a first pick, that does really give us a good sign that we want to be going into a blue-green merfolk deck, so we are going to look to prioritize different merfolk in that. A Braid is a very good pick. Idol of the Deep King, very good pick. Those are both premium removal spells. We see Hidden Volcano is the Cave. Buried Treasure, also very good. Dead Weight, another really good removal spell. But we're going to go ahead and take the rare here just to kind of play with it. And we're going to definitely look for more merfolk, of which this pack has none. So, let's see. What else do we got here? Bringer of the Last Gift. Oh, a Vampire Demon, 6/6 flying. When it enters the battlefield, living end. Does it say from cast? Oh, if you cast it. Okay. So, that is definitely a good build around. Not sure if we're gonna really play it in draft. 8 sounds like a lot of mana. But there are a lot of land cyclers. So it's quite possible that if we get a lot of land cyclers, which I don't see any in this pack, you could just land cycle pretty much every turn and then pop them all out with your living end effect. But for now, I think I'm just going to take that one for collection, just to build around later. Let's see. We've got Sunfire Torch. We kind of saw that one earlier. Synapse Necromage dies. Create a fungus. Defossilize. Return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. And no merfolk. So we do have Marauding Brinefang, like I was talking about those land cyclers for Bringer of the Last Gift. So that is a possibility. I don't think I'm going to go quite that jank. We might just stick with the Defossilize here, or I'll go with the Necromage. I think I'd rather have like a body, since I really don't have anything. Even though it's not a merfolk, I've not seen any merfolk, so we might just be off the blue plan and be going into maybe black things. And in that case, having Bringer get the Necromage back from the graveyard might just be a good thing. Here we do have a merfolk in green, which blue is the merfolk color. Is there really anything else in the pack worth taking? Greedy Freebooter dies, create a treasure. It's just a 1/1 for 1. A 5/2 for 5. There's really, not a lot in this pack. I think we'll just go ahead and take the merfolk. see which one of these two decks I end up being. A lot of green here. Not a lot of black or blue. Once again, no merfolk. Defossilize lets us get stuff back out of the graveyard. Captivating Cave. Filters. Cartographer's Companion creates map tokens to enable Explore, which is really good. Screaming Phantom does have flying. It's more of a descent card. Whenever it attacks you, mill. That's really going to put a lot more into your graveyard. Spelunking, you can put a land straight down, so that's good ramp. Actually, that's really good ramp. But we'll go ahead and go with the Defossilize here. We are black going into blue, so Ukbenbach might not be a bad call here. Once again, no merfolk. We do have Poison Dart Frog, and this card really annoyed the piss out of me in my sealed video. That, yeah, I think that's going to be a good card. A 1/1 reach Death Touch is good in the early game, in the late game, and it's a mana dork on top. So early game you can ramp with it. Late game you can use it as a one-touch kill for anything. So yes, definitely a very good card there. River Herald, ETB Explore, Visage of Dread. Has a Thoughtseize effect. Dead Weight. We are going heavy black, it looks like, so Dead Weight is some pretty good removal. Sack to make a map token. I think Dead Weight or River Herald Guide is going to be the picks here. Bristleback for the cycling is also good, but I think I'm gonna go with Dead Weight. It is just really good removal. We passed the River Herald Guide, it came back around, so here we go. Looks like we are going pretty heavy into black-green here. Yeah, another Dead Weight, definitely happy with that. Not a whole lot here. Staggering Size gives +3 in Trample. Hidden Nursery, I think is going to be my pick here, mainly because of the Discover on it. So early game, whatever, we can use it as a forest. Late game, or if we flood out, we can sacrifice it to Discover 4 and help find some action. I think we're just going to go for the Spider here. It's, I mean, Reach will help with flyers. I think I'd rather have, well, that does have Discover on it, but at a 5-drop, I think I need something in the 4-drop. Not a whole lot here. I think we'll just take the on-color cards. They may or may not make the deck. Presence of Ages reveal the top, put a creature or land into your hand, rest into your graveyard. I mean, I suppose that's some pretty good digging. Actually, I think I like Scythe better. Yeah, we're going to go with the map token there. But with the Scythe, Flash, +2, attach. I mean, that's just really good. It ruined me last time. Pack 2, we get Hit the Motherlode. Pay 7, discover 10. Discover is your cascade mechanic. Really fun card, but in limited, not so much. That's really something you're gonna have to build around. We do have Merfolk, but we're kind of off the Merfolk plan. Lorekeeper is great for dinosaurs. I think my play is going to be either Colossal Dactyl or the Skullcap Snail. I don't have a whole lot on the low end, so I think we'll take the Snail. Tithing Blade is really good too. Makes your opponent sack something. That kind of ruined me a lot in our limited event too. But I think we'll go with the snail here. It's a 2-drop creature with a discard effect. We are not blue-black, or Whale of the Forgotten would be in the running. I think, wow, there's really not a whole lot in this pack, is there? Cavern Stomper, I guess. There's another deadweight. Yeah, let's take the deadweight. I mean, it's removal. Another snail. Okay. As far as green, blue, black, green. There is no green. Malamet Brawler. Whenever it attacks, you can give something trample, but not him because what's a 2/2 trample? Yeah, I think snail is our only real play here, so there we go. Sorceress Spyglass. Look at opponents and choose a card. Activated. Can't be activated. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think that might be a reprint. Fanatical Offering, I suppose. Second artifact or creature to draw 2 and make a map. I mean, extra draw is always good. Over the Edge does destroy an artifact or enchantment. There are a lot of artifacts in this set. Or you can double explore. So basically put +2 on something, maybe. But I think we're going to go with the draw 2 and make a map. A lot of green in this pack. Spelunking, we saw that earlier. Lets you draw a card and drop a land straight out. Haughtley's Final Strike, +1, and bite. Not fight, but bite. So that's pretty good removal. I think that's what we're going to go for. Although Walk with Ancestors is pretty good recursion. Get something back out of the graveyard and then discover 4. So really you're getting something back out of your graveyard for 1 mana, because the other 4 is going to be to cast whatever. Hey, we finally found our blue-green signpost, which would have been helpful like turn 2 or something to solidify us into Merfolk, but it's not here now, so I think I'm going to grab Spelunking here. We've kind of looked at it a lot, but not really taken it, so I think we're going to take it here. Mainly because it's a 3-drop versus Walk's 5-drop. They both look really good in really different situations, but I think Spelunking is going to be better just in general. Turns all caves into City of Brass. Okay, that's pretty cool. But as far as our colors, we have Fungal Fortitude, Flash, +2, and bring it back if it dies. Armored Kincaller. I don't really have a whole lot of dinosaur synergies, but it's at least a body. So yeah, I guess that's what we'll go with. We've got Cavern Stomper again, Malamet Veteran. There are 4 more permanents in the graveyard. Put a +1 counter on target creature. Maybe? Is that better than a 7/7? So I think we'll go with Cavern Stomper here. I suppose Lore Keeper. It's an early creature, and I do have some dinosaurs. I don't know, it probably isn't going to make the deck, but I mean, it is a Llanowar elf. You just don't see that anymore. Let's see, another Cavern Stomper. Alright, sure. The only thing on color is Malamet Brawler. Nothing is on color, so we'll take the Hunter's Blowgun. It does give +1 and Death Touch, but only on your turn, so I don't really know how helpful that is. Here we have another Spelunking and a Walk with the Ancestors. So I think we're going to go with Spelunking just because the draw a card just kind of replaces itself. And so that's going to make it a little bit more beneficial than just getting something back out of the graveyard. Nothing on color here. And another Brawler. Alright, on to pack 3, and we get another really good black card. Terror Tide. All creatures gain -X, where X is the number of permanents in your graveyard. This is the big bad board wipe of the set. Looks a whole lot like Toxic Deluge, just with Descend instead of Life. So definitely loving that card. Absolutely taking that one. The only thing else really on color is Join the Dead, which is bigger dead weight. Buried Treasure is kind of good because you can discover out of your graveyard. Seeker of Sunlight is just a 1/1 for 1 that explores later on. So, I mean, just filler. So, yeah, definitely loving that. Trumpeting Carnosaur, another very good card for dinosaurs, which we are not. But there's really not a whole lot else in here. Hotley's Final Strike is a really good removal. So I really should take Final Strike here, but I'm gonna take Carnosaur the rare for my collection because I'm like that. Let's see, here we have Sunken Citadel is a cave. Choose a color. Add 1 mana of the chosen color. So it's pretty much anything. Twist and turn. If you would explore, scry 1 first, which is really good. When a land enters the battlefield, if you control 7 or more, transform it. Look at the top 4. Reveal a creature, put it into your hand, rest on bottom. Okay, I honestly like the front side of this better than the back side. But I think we'll go with Sunken Citadel here, just because it could be anything. I don't know. That was probably the wrong one too. I kind of just should have taken the other one, but I mean, it's a rare. Here we've got Tendril of the Micro Tyrant for 7 mana. Put 7 counters on a land. Yeah, that kind of wrecked us in our limited event. But really, there's nothing else to take here. I mean, there's Basking Capybara, which is potentially a 4/3 for 2. Disturbed Slumber, you can make a land into a 4/4 dinosaur for a turn. I think we'll go with the Micro Tyrant here. Says yeah. Where'd all my black go? Over the Edge, Stone Tree, another Cavern Stomper, Claw Scavenger. If there are 4 or more permanents in your graveyard, get 1 of them back. I like recursion. Alright. Ooh. Pathfinding Axejaw or Poison Dart Frog. This is a very hard choice. Poison Dart Frog is amazing, like we said. 1 for the ramp, 2 for the death touch. Axejaw is just a really good creature, a very good body, 5/4 for 4. I think I should really go for the frog, mostly because I already have a lot of high end. Oh, I don't know. Was that the wrong thing? That was wrong, wasn't it? Spider. We'll take none of these really. We'll go for the +3 and trample. It's the only thing we'll go for the spider. We'll take the body. Greedy Freebooter. It's a 1-drop, I guess. none of these are really on color. We'll take the 1-drop. We'll take the only thing on color. Let's see, Disturbed Slumber makes a land into a 4/4 dinosaur that has to be blocked and possibly killed. So I guess we'll take the Veteran, which is a 5-drop. Capybara Wield, which is very good because we kind of wanted that earlier, but we'll go ahead and take it now. The only thing on color is Over the Edge. Malamet side. And our stick is a forest. So first things first, we'll go ahead and cut down that 1 swamp to bring me to 16 lands because that's what I want to be. I guess I really don't need the Sunken Citadel because I'm still going to keep it because there are so many times that I draw just like one or the other, so that just can be both. So yeah, whatever. We see that we've got a whole lot of top end, a whole lot of middle. So let us do our creature split. That's a creature? Oh, that's a creature? Huh. 2/1 for 3 with a map token. I still don't think it's really that good though. So we'll go ahead and drop that. Let's see as far as non-creatures. What I really want to ramp into big stuff. So my Bringer, my Stompers. I didn't get any of the Land Cyclers, unfortunately. I really just didn't see a whole lot of them in the packs. So we're definitely keeping our Reanimate, our Board Wipe. If we can Board Wipe into Bringer. Oh, it's each player. Ooh, maybe I don't want to do that. Anyway, what else we got here? Spelunking, Malamet Scythe, Final Strikes. Yeah, well, we need to get rid of, 13 cards, so maybe that one. I do like the potential ramp of Spelunking. Explorers, yeah, maybe that one's not so good. That just seems like a whole lot of stuff. I don't know. It seems like you're going to have to spend a lot of resources to move a lot of resources without anything actually happening. Sacrifice, draw 2 cards. I really don't have a whole lot that I want to sacrifice. Do I? I guess when that dies, create a treasure, but I'm not really going to want to sacrifice my creatures. When that dies, get a 1/1, but I don't want to sacrifice them to an ability. I'd rather just have them drop in battle. So we'll go ahead and just get rid of all of our maybes here. That brings us down to 7 more. Equip 2 to give Death Touch on your turn. If it was Death Touch permanently, then I think this would be alright. But just on your turn, no, I don't think so. We'll keep the dead weights. That gets something back. I actually have some dinosaur synergies now, oddly enough, so maybe I'll get the 3 life out of that. I don't know, it's still kind of in my maybes pile though. Snails I'm good with. Capybara, yeah, I'm good with. Brawler, yeah, I don't think that's all that good. Give something else trample. But then he gets chumped or dies because he's a 2/2. So I can attack with my 2/2 and my 5/4. Well, he's already got trample. He's got flying. So there we go. If I have Cavern Stomper out, I can give it trample by attacking with the 2/2. Then the 2/2 just gets blocked and dies. So it's like, I don't know, a worse combat trick. Definitely keeping the frogs. We'll definitely keep the Myco Tyrant. That does give me flood insurance, because we know how often I like to mana flood. Freebooters, yeah, we're going to get rid of those. Scout, UTB Explorer, I like that. Mana Dork, I do have some dinosaurs, so that is flood insurance, I guess. Alright, so we still need to cut 2 cards. I do like that it refills, I do like that you can play an extra land drop, but it's turn 3 extra land drop, so you basically have to have 4 lands in hand from your open. I mean, I don't know. That seems like you're fighting flood. I do want a ramp though, but I think I'd rather have my ramp be in the form of like creatures than just extra land drops. Seeker is pretty good. Flood insurance because it gives you an outlet, but only as a sorcery. I'm really not a fan of sorcery speed abilities. Yeah, like this is something you can dump all your mana into at the end of your opponent's turn. Whereas this one, you have to dump all of your mana into it before you pass the turn. And then you don't have any mana up for your... I don't know. I guess we'll chuck that one, go down to 40, and this will be the deck that we start with. So let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below. What cuts you would have made, what picks you would have made in the draft itself. And while you're down there, hit that like button so that I know you're out there, and to help spread the channel to other people so they can know what not to do. Because, yeah, you end up with a weird pile of cards like this. Alright, we are at game 1, and you see what I was talking about with my color screw? I mean, we've got Swamp into dead weights, but I don't have any forests to cast anything proactive. So I think we're going to have to shift this one back, hopefully get both colors. Hey, look, we've got our forest. Just like I said, that's why I need this card. So we'll go ahead and keep that. We'll keep my forest, my swamps, my darts. I think I'm a few mana shy of 6, so we'll shift the Cavern Stomper back to the bottom of the deck. Alrighty, so if opponent had played something, I could swamp Deadweight to get rid of it. Since opponent took the turn off, I think I will too. And we'll play my Sunken Citadel as a forest. Hey, that little guy looks familiar. I just drew one of my own. So let's go ahead and kill the fuck out of it. And then we'll play a scout. We'll get our explore trigger. And I got a land. Oh well, I could use the forest, sure. Let's go into attack. And opponent should recognize this cute little guy. Look at that face. It's such a good face. Looks like we're on the Golgari mirror match here. Spider? Oh, Vito's Inquisitor. Alright. Hey, didn't we bottom you? What's this guy do? Sack another creature, put a +1 counter, and give it menace. Alright, well, let's go on into combat. We'll swing out if he blocks the frog, which he won't. Actually, he probably shouldn't block anything here because I've got all my mana open. Just sniff out that combat trick. And we'll drop another frog. But as I was saying, if he blocks the scout, I can do dead weight on my second main phase to do -2 plus the 1 damage would then kill Vito. So we did have a combat trick for him. Equipped creature has whenever it attacks explore. Very nice. But I have a poison dart frog that says whenever it blocks, kill whatever it was blocking. Don't matter how big you are. Well, the menace does kind of matter. River Herald Guide. Alrighty. That is a very good explore. Unfortunately, I didn't find any of these guys, which I would have really liked because that swamp cycling is really good. So is he gonna swing with Veto? Nope, he's just gonna pass the turn. Alrighty. Let's see. I do have a dinosaur. I've got my Cavern Stomper. So I think I'm actually going to chillax here a bit. Go ahead and drop the River Herald, which he's probably just going to sack the Veto. Yeah. And we will go ahead and might as well reveal the Stomper. I'm nowhere near casting it, just gained the 3 life. Pass the turn. Whenever a creature attacks alone against Death Touch lifelink. Okay, this is starting to look bad for me. He's not attacking. Alright. So I could Spider here, or I could Skull Cap Snail. I think Spider is the better blocker, but I think Snail will suss out some of my opponent's stuff. But really, yeah, let's go for Snail. That's probably the wrong play. Feel free to roast me in the comments below. We'll make my opponent make the heavy decision. He gets rid of the dinosaur. Alright. So what's in his hand? It's gotta be some kind of trick. Because he keeps looking at. Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop this. Nah, we'll pass the turn. So he is equipping onto Veto, which we figured he would. He attacks alone, he gets lifelink, and draws a card. Well, explores. But is my happy frog enough to dissuade him? No, it is not. So he gains Death Touch and lifelink, and explores. So that is a +1 counter. Let's see. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6, put a land onto the battlefield, and the rest on. Oh, it doesn't. I did. Maybe I should have read the cards. So let's go to blockers. We'll go ahead and put these guys in front of it. Since I have to use 2. Does it have menace? It doesn't have menace. So we'll just put the frog in front of it. Go ahead and give it our Death Touch. And what trick does opponent have? Oh, he's just gonna kill the frog. Alright, sure. That is, in my opinion, a waste of a trick, because you're going to kill the frog anyway with the damage. I mean, I guess that saves you from losing Veto, but it also, you lose out on the life gain from it. So I don't know if that was necessarily the best play. Spider. Sure, let's mill a couple cards. Oh, I milled my living end. Anyway, let us attack with him and You know, if I wouldn't have killed my Dart Frog, I would have been able to cast my Cavern Stomper. Did I just screw up? I didn't think I had enough mana to do that. But with my Frog, I do. Huh. I think I did it bad. Oh well, I'm committed now. Oh shoot, I don't have the mana! Crap! Oh, hell! I didn't, I thought I had mana up to give it Death Touch. Oh, I am such a bad. That's why I like paper better, folks. Because usually, I mean, unless you're at like a high-end tournament, usually you can just be like, oh, wait, I don't have the mana to do what I think I did. Let me block with this guy instead. And your opponent's usually like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, whatever. It's not like this is a high-stakes, you know, tournament or whatever. But on Arena, nah. Once you've done it, you've done it. You're done. Wrap. And he has a combat trick. Well, this is just a freaking blowout, isn't it? If I would have had my... Why am I so bad at this game? Alright, what combat trick does he have this time? Alright, I spent way too much of this game and way too many resources trying to get rid of that stupid 4-drop. And now he's just going to craft his Castellum Stone Tree and have a 5/5 now. None of those do anything for me. I do kind of like the snail, because he seems to be holding on to something. But he's just got so much card advantage now with that Grasping Shadows. Oh, yeah, this is just gone every way this could have gone poorly. Actually, with the Volatile Fault, this is a good chance for him to Ghost Quarter me. Because I did scry something to the top, which means that's a card that I want. Ghost Quartering me would make me shuffle that card back in. Oh, defossilized. He was going to get something back. Well, I'm not attacking, so... Hey, that's the card I bought him. Another Volatile Fault. Alright. I am so absolutely demoralized. See, I can't even do this because I'll kill my own Stomper. With Toxic Deluge, I could pick X equals 5 and keep my Stomper. But with this one, it's just gonna freaking murder everything. So I can't even do that. Although it is gonna help me after an opponent does a whole lot of stuff, gets like this really big board out, tries to overrun me. But for now, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Alright, he's putting a whole lot into his graveyard. Another Aquawali. Wow. A Thrashing Bronodon. It looks like he took the second Aquawali. Yep. Sure. I figured he would have equipped it to Aquawali and then attacked with it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and block them both. He's just gonna cast the second one. Yep. I think I got to. Hopefully, opponent doesn't have any more creature, big bomby type things in his hand or deck. Because he's only got 7 cards left, and I hope those are all lands. Because that's about all I've got. Might as well attack. I got nothing else to do. Alright, only 32 more to go. 5 cards in my opponent's deck. If I can just survive for 6 more turns, I can deck him. Is that what this has come to? Uh-oh. He's casting something. I don't like the look of that. He's casting something big. Oh, no. Both to top? That's not good. That means that he knows he's going to get some triggers. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, I got a block, right? Oh, no. Oh. What here do I want to get? I'm pretty much just in chunk blocking mode. Tell you what, let's grab our frog. No, I can grab my parrot? Maybe? Nope, I don't have enough mana to do. Nope, that was wrong. I should have grabbed the frog. I should have grabbed the frog. One, two, three, four, 5. So he hits me for 15 here. I don't think I survived 3 more turns, so 15 would put me to 8. Go to 9. Okay, so I can search my library for basic land, sure. He's got one card left. All I have to do is survive this turn. That's opponent's last card. Well, that was interesting. The Explorer gave him the +1 counter on an empty library. That is interesting. So I can make those blocks go down to 8. That's 8 damage, down to 1. I mean, this was a good game all the way around. Went all the way down to the bottom of the deck. Got me to 1 life. But then couldn't close it out. Wow. I won by my opponent decking himself. So I am 1 hour into my stream, and I have played exactly 1 game of Magic. I'm mulliganing this. I don't have anything to do until turn 3. I can't do that. I at least have a turn 2 play. Let's ditch the Stomper, I guess. I don't know. Let's go ahead and ditch the Veteran. That way, when I do get to 3, I can at least gain 3 life off of the Kin Caller by having Stomper in my hand. That is assuming I find land number 3, and then land number 4, 5, and 6. Opponent is on greens. Okay. Let's go for Snail. I think make my opponent discard, and then next turn I can scout, maybe explore into a land if I don't draw one into Snail, so I can make some efficient mana usage. If I do just draw a land, then I can go into Kin Caller straight up. So opponent discarded Adaptive Gem Guard. Alright, so they are on white-green Malamets, which means that this 3/3 should be good. We'll go ahead and reveal the Cavern Stomper just to gain a little bit of life. As we saw last game, every bit of life is important. Sure, let's swing in. If he blocks with his 1/1, then he does. If he throws out a combat trick to kill my 1/1, I'm okay with that too. Tricolor, alright. And ramp. I need to reevaluate this card here. I thought it was pretty crap going through the draft, but 3 mana, just put a land into play. Looks pretty good. That is some pretty good ramp that I probably should have gotten. Let's go ahead and have my opponent discard another card, please. And they discard Tendril of the Microtyrant, a card which actually saved my butt last game because it gave me that 1 extra blocker. Let's go for our combats here. We'll swing on in. Oh, he is going to be crafting next turn. So, well, he needs 6 mana and a cave, so he's not crafting yet. Well, there's his cave. Why did that enter untap? Anyway. Ooh.
switches it. Oh, he must be planning on using that to... No, it's a cave. I don't know what opponent's planning on doing. Let's jam. Alright, goes for a 3-3, takes a bunch of useless damage. Spider, do I mill? I don't really have any reason to. I guess I do have some cards that care about descent cards in the graveyard. I probably should have. Strange that he explored instead of crafted. Yeah, I could Terror Tide for 1. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, that's interesting. I honestly thought that was a sorcery. I think I'm gonna end turn. I'm gonna save Terror Tide for when he gets that thing turned into a 5/5, because that's gonna be a lot harder for me to deal with. He's just gonna keep making that thing big. All right. I figured he'd go crafting to get himself a body. Yep. I think I am kind of done here. He's still just exploring, huh? Sure, let's jam. I'll chump it, why not? Put a creature into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And even find a creature. Yeah, he's got the Siren, he's got the Dinosaur. Probably would Siren because he's no Dinosaur. Alright. So I'm gonna have to find 7 permanents to put in my graveyard now. There we go. I was waiting for that. I'm at 4, 5, 6. So I've got 4 permanents in my graveyard right now. Making blocks here would be 5, 6, 7. Let's put up a lethal block, see what he does. Alright, he just lets it go. He's gonna keep seeking. The only problem is if I don't play the Stomper here, then he just knows something is up. If I do play the Stomper, then I just kind of kill myself. Alright, we'll go with the Stomper, I guess. I'll just have to not... really risky. Alright, I like the dead weight. As long as I don't put another permanent in my graveyard, I can still Terror Tide for 6. It wasn't tapped. Oh, it just doesn't get the discount. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. On the plus side, it doesn't matter now. He's forcing Tide. He doesn't know I have it. I think he's just playing safe, like he should. 14 damage next turn. I have to. now he has a 6/7 Ward 3. I've only got 6 mana, so I can't use him yet. We'll do some exploring. Alright. Only problem is that helps my opponent more than it helps me. I probably should have chucked it. I don't have the Ward 3. I should have dead-weighted the Seeker. He's just got so much mana. Alright. That's not sus at all. So opponent definitely has some kind of trick here. Nope, guess not. Only problem is it's tapped. And I have to block here because if I don't, he just activates the Nautilus and kills me. Like that. Oh my goodness! Ah! Oh! Oops! Opponent got a little greedy there, ended up killing his own Nautilus. It does give +3, -3, so he activated it twice thinking he was going to kill me with it, but ended up killing the Nautilus instead because it got +6, -6. And then shame scoop. So, yeah. If he had not done that, he would have won. Well, I suppose we do have a forest. We've got our board wipe. So, it looks like we're on the control of this game. And I have no way of getting rid of that. Alright, so let's start off with our nursery. Our little cave here. A lot of equipment going on over there. So sure, let's drop our Capybara, see what opponent thinks about that. What are they doing? And they exile Natali's favor? Enchantments? Are they just on, like, boggles? I think opponent is color screwed. Creature screwed. I think as soon as they get a creature, they'll be doing alright. And they don't. Alright, well, I'm sorry, opponent. It looks like your deck broke that game. But a win's a win. I mean, that happens to us all the time. So, yeah, I'll take it. Alright, we've got our happy little frog. And not really a whole lot else. But I suppose that's good enough to keep. Let's... Black or green, black or green. probably should have gone forest or green with that because of all the greens here. It would enable me to do two two spells in a turn if I don't draw another forest. So I think that was wrong. I should have gone green with that. Capybara here does block the little kitty. I mean, technically so does the happy little frog, but not until I have mana open for Death Touch. That's kind of sus. Leads me to think opponent might have a combat trick. I think I'll just take the 2. My hubris. Let's explore and find another swamp. Oh, Kendall Iron. That is really good, but I think I need a forest. So tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures to deal 1 damage to opponent as a sorcery. Okay, a braid. That qualifies as a combat trick. Sure, we'll go ahead and make this block here. I feel a little bit better about myself now. We'll just keep climbing up the curve since I can only cast 1 spell per turn. Because thought I would draw more forests. I may mill 2 cards, sure. I milled my cave and my cavern stomper. Alright, so I milled my forest. I could have used that. Yep. So I am doing all sorts of things wrong. We will not attack and keep back a blocker. 2 lethal blockers actually, so that hopefully he doesn't attack into me. Whenever he attacks, you may tap 2 things to discover 3. It's not bad actually. Did I really just have Cavern Stomper back to back? Wow, that is amazing. I think this is the correct play. So we'll have the spider take out that guy, and I think I attack here. He takes 8. Alright. I mean, I'll take 3 on the swing back, but oh my goodness, he has a Quintorius. Oh my goodness, I immediately regret signing up to this event. Where on earth are all my forests? Whenever he attacks, he gets a +1/+1 counter. Oh, on target creature. Any creature. That's nice. But I don't think I'm attacking into that. Ollie's favor, discover 3, helping hand. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less to the battlefield, which would be none. Not that that really does a whole lot for me. There's all my forests. Alright. I guess I did ask for it. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's go with this. We've got 2 5/4s going at Quintorius. He's gonna have to block. Nothing! Because he has a Cosmium Blast. Oh, what did I say during the limited event? That I am going to have to memorize that card because it is going to destroy me. And it did. Oh. The reason I did it that way was because he has this helping hand in hand. So that way he would be able to get Sunshot Militia back, which would be less damaging than if he got the Iron Jaw Aspirant back, because then he would get a +1 counter on something. So that's why I did damage that way. Whether that was correct or not, I don't even know. Do I attack? I mean, I need to pressure Quintorius. But I mean, that's not going to do it. He's just going to throw his spirits in the way of it. And then he's out nothing. And I just paid 6 mana to do nothing. And then Quintorius is just going to make another spirit for free. He just gets free bodies every turn, and there's nothing I can do about it. Another free body. Yep, more bodies. I could kill a spirit, but what's the point? He's just gonna get another one next turn. At least this way, Deadweight has some lasting effect. Free spirit. I need, like, my board wipe, or preferably my living end. Don't know what card he's holding on to, but okay. So he was waiting for me to attack with something big, and then he was going to shoot it down. Alright. But why would I attack into this board? Yep, he gets the Sunscribe, he gets to shoot for it. I don't win this. There's no way I win this. Quintorius has been out way too long. He has gotten way too much value off of it. I've got no hope of ever winning this game. Alright, let's go for the Desperation attack, see what he does. Honestly, there's no reason for him to block anything here. He lets it all go through, lets Quintorius die, kills me on this crackback. Opponent did something very smart here. He is expecting a combat trick. He doesn't know what I have, but he knows I've got some kind of combat trick, so he's double and triple blocking just to make sure that blocks happen. So Bringer of the Last Gift will Living End. I don't know exactly what's in his graveyard, but I don't think that's anything in there but spirits. And now I have a whole lot of dinosaurs. I don't have any reason to mill. And yeah, opponent is gonna go ahead and scoop. Woo! That was pretty much the only card that could have won me that. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, I guess we keep. We've got our happy little tree frog and capybara, so I guess that's worth keeping. We've got something to do every turn except for 1 and 5. And we'll draw something by 5, I'm sure. Ooh, bat. Never mind. He is going to get rid of probably the happy little tree frog, because that kills his bat. Yup. So, capybara it is. He's gonna make me exile something else, huh? Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with a land here because I need my spider to block the bat to get my frog to kill the snail. Why did that just sound like a nursery rhyme? Yep, still can't block, still don't have reach. Now I have reach, though. Let's go ahead and mill some stuff to up my veteran. Aw, I lost my happy little tree frog and my removal spell, which I could have used to kill that happy little bat. To get my happy little frog. To kill the happy little snail. And he has stopped attacking. Alright, well, let us... Do I want to explore, or do I want to drop a 5-4? I don't have Descend yet, so I think I'm going to explore. I might draw a land for my Stomper, or I might draw a Deadweight. I like that Deadweight. That'll get rid of a bat. Is he gonna fight my Herald? Ooh. So I could deadweight the Gnar. I could drop the Malamet veteran. I think I want my frog. Your turn, opponent. Veto again. Alright. So he wants that Discover 3. Decides against it. Alright. We'll go ahead and use the Mana Dork ability of my Poison Frog to get a Cavern Stomper. And we'll keep the Kin Caller. I do like to gain 3 off of that, but really, I'm not going to be casting that next turn, because I'm either going to be doing Veteran or Spider. I think we just bottom them both. I think that's the correct thing to do. Aquawally. Alright. That doesn't really help me. Alright, well, Malamet Veteran it is. We'll just keep getting a really big board. I don't really have a go wide payout though. Reveal the top 4, put a creature and land into your hand, so he's gonna get another Adewale and a forest. This isn't the same guy I played the first round, is it? It honestly looks like the same deck that I played the first round. Alright, well, let's snail. He's gonna exile something that isn't Akawali. Oh, he exiles Akawali? What does he have? I am going to mill here because I really want to trigger Malamet Veteran. Good, good, good. And that triggers Capybara too because they both had the Descent 4 threshold. So now, problem is, if I do swing in, he kills a bunch of stuff, Akawali becomes a 5/5. I think I wait. Oh, another one of those. Now my attacks are even worse. Because I swing in, he blocks just enough to not die, swings back for lethal. Because he's got 10 on the Nars, 14, 20 right there. Yeah, well, we're just at this Mexican standoff. Whoever shoots first dies. Because if he attacks me, I block enough to not die, and then I swing back and kill him. Oh, buddy. Alright, let's do it. Throw everything at the wall? Yeah, whatever. We will put the +1 counter here on one of the spiders. Go ahead, opponent. Do your math. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so opponent has chosen their blocks. Looks like we've got a trade here. Okay. He's going to kill Akawali. He's going to keep Vito alive. And kill my veteran. So, sure, let's go to damage, see what happens. He's going to have tricks. Tricksy little opponent. Bitter Triumph, discard a card, destroy target creature, okay. So he destroys my 7/7, that's fine, I guess. We'll blow up most of his board. Why didn't Akawali? Oh, because he discarded the 4th card? Huh, that's weird. Are you serious? Well, that did absolutely nothing. I was hoping to be able to deadweight Akawali, but apparently he just dumped 6 freaking cards into his graveyard out of nowhere. So, Vito's Inquisitor it is. He's just gonna sack stuff to give it +1 counters, so I can't even kill that. Alright, well, remember what I said about whoever attacks first dies? That's what I meant. That did absolutely nothing. Actually, if he would have attacked me with that board, we would probably still be in this same situation with him with a huge... Well, I probably would have been able to kill Akawali. Well, I don't know. He did have that combat trick, so he probably still would have been able to save Akawali. And, yeah, we'd still be in this exact same situation. So if I block Vito, he's just going to sacrifice something to keep it alive. So we'll go to blockers. We'll go ahead and block that one there. We'll block the Death Touch and Akawali. Which he probably has something to stop the frog from killing Akawali. Otherwise, he wouldn't have sent it in. Or I'll just take a butt ton of damage. Alright, that works too. Oh, he's got reanimation. And that is a key difference there between Cascade and Discover. He discovered the Spelunker, so he does not have to cast it. Whereas if you did cast it, it would cast it for X equals 0, it would just be a 1/1. Now he can throw all this mana into it, and it is going to be this huge thing that is just gonna absolutely wreck my day. Sure, just kill my only creature, why don't ya? I do have an out here, and it is not a forest. So if I would have found my Toxic Deluge, I could have wiped his board and had a chance. But yeah, didn't happen. Oh well, you can't get lucky every time. Alright, so apparently I only have 3 cards in my deck. I do like having Snail on 2, but then I do nothing until 4 and 6. Oh well. What's the worst that could happen? I never see another land? Opponent exiles buried treasure. Alright. They are also on black-green, it looks like. And they've got a Capybara, which is definitely better than... Alright, where's my land? Who hid all my lands? Really? Really? Happy little tree frog. Compass gnome. The map. Opponent is just going off and being his happy little self. Speaking of hiding all the land. Really? Come on! I know I have lands in this deck! Oh, and that's the difference between a green-black deck with a mana base and a green-black deck without a mana base. Why does he want that to die? Oh, okay. So that he can... Hey, a land! Look at that! They do exist! So anytime something of his dies or descends, goes to the graveyard or whatever, Skull Taker's getting a +1 counter at the end. Like this sacrifice here. We'll go to the graveyard, it'll descend. He'll get that. Veto again. Alright, I'm about done with this card, alright? 3/3. Sure, let's block it. we are definitely going to be revealing our Cavern Stomper. Because I'm gonna need the life. Because opponent is just going off and there is nothing I can do. Yep, that guy looks familiar. He's gonna have a 5/5 here. Oh, he sacrificed it? Wow. I figured he would have crafted it with one of his caves to get a 5/5. So opponent has no mana for combat tricks. If I do this, he gets rid of the capybara, right? He doesn't have any mana to explore with. He's all tapped out. Oh, I forgot Dart Frog is a mana dork. Alright, so he did have mana to explore with, but he found a land. Which I did not! How is this possible? Oh, I should have swung in my fungi. There's no reason to keep them back. They can't block. I'm just so upset that I am getting so mana screwed. Like, this, honestly. He's got one of those too? Am I just playing the same guy over and over? Holy crap! He's freaking playing 8 drops. I can't even find my 4th freaking land! Come on! I don't care. Kill me and put me out of my misery. Because heaven forbid, oh thank the fucking Lord, I got a fucking land! Finally, on turn freaking 10, I finally can cast one of the spells in my opening hand. Heaven for freaking bid, I'm able to play this stupid game. And now I just die because I wasn't able to do anything the entire game. So that was a good move. He put a +1 counter on something other than the 5/5. So if I double block here, I die from the residual damage. I have to chump both things. And now I'm stuck in this loop of having to chump block everything forever. Except I don't have enough creatures to actually be able to do that, because the only thing in my hand is freaking high cost stuff because I've been mana screwed all game. So I have absolutely 0 outs here. Like, there's nothing I can do. Oh wow, he hit double land off of that? I mean, it doesn't matter, he's still got me dead to rights. There's literally nothing I can do. When you don't draw a single land the entire freaking game, you're gonna lose. But that's magic. It happens. I mean,
the best thing is to just shake it off, not let it get to you, and go on and play your next game. On game 2, our opponent got horribly screwed. So, I mean, it just happens. It happens. It's extremely frustrating when it happens. But it just happens. We've got plenty of turn 1 plays. We've got enough mana to cast our spiders, so... let me guess, this game we get completely flooded with all this mana and nothing to do with it, right? Because that's the other side of the mana screw coin, is the mana flood coin. So, gotta love a game of variance. Oh, looks like they finally showed up. Alright, well, I've got nothing to do. Oh, alright. Sure. Which one's that? Promising Vein, search for a basic. Okay, so that's the Evolving Wilds of the format. So I can Spider, or I could Capybara plus Deadweight. I think I'm gonna Spider this turn. I can Deadweight next. Milling there helps me get to my descent thresholds here. Gets himself a land, puts on top. So I could do Malamet Veteran here, but I think I want to do a Deadweight on Echo of Dusk. That'll get rid of that. I can go to combat. That Deadweight going to my graveyard is my 4th permanent for Descend. So now I have Basking Capybara as a 2-mana 4/3 that I can go ahead and put down. Alright. So we have seen that they do have some Descend cards like Echo of Dusk. So that is probably why he doesn't mind making trades like that. And Promising Vein is another card that can trigger Descent, so he now does have Descent 4. Yep, there is Ukbenbach. Alright, so I think the play here is to go ahead and swing in. He might block Spider, which will then put him in Deadweight range. And then I still have enough mana to drop my Malamet Veteran, and hopefully we can get some aggro going on now, or I can just lose it immediately. Okay! He is now at 6 permanents. In 2 more permanents, he can get Ukbenbach back. So let's see if I can't kill him in 2 more turns. So Ukbenbach costs 6 to get back. Alright, well, that would be 7 and 8. And he now has 6 mana. So now, I don't really have any more reason to mill. Yeah, so now if I attack, well, even when he attacks, basically he's getting Ukbenbach back next turn. So I might as well just attack, get the flyer off the board, because next turn he attacks with the flyer, he mills a card, he gets his 8th card in there for Ukbenbach anyway. So there's no
world in which he does not get Ukbenbach back, it's just going to happen. Unless he plays a 4/4 flyer. Okay. Cast it again. Why is he not getting Ukbenbach back? There he is. Alright. See, I knew he was coming. Don't know why it took him so long to do it. That does absolutely nothing. The opponent has no hand. So I think we will just pass the turn and stall him out, maybe? So if he attacks, I can double block Ukbenbach, and then he's gone for good because of the finality counter. But if he does attack, knowing that I can double block and kill it for good, I have to assume that opponent has a combat trick to stop it. Oh, he is just gonna... Why does it get +2? They got 2 counter? I thought they only gave it 1 counter. No, put 2 counters. Alright. Well, that's gonna hurt. Happy little tree frog coming to save the day. What does that do? Craft with Island becomes a 4/4 vigilance. Ooh. I don't like the look of that. I don't like opponent drawing more cards than me. Respect for the frog. I love it. Alright, well, that poison dart frog is going to get -10, -10. He is very dead. My opponent swinging in. I mean, we'll make that one because it's the only thing I can do. He's gonna leave the spider up? Weird. I thought he would have killed the spider to make way for the echoes. Opponent does have a card in hand, so let's fix that for him. And he exiles another Echo of the Dusk. Alright, well, I'm glad we got rid of that. I wish I had something to get rid of this Council of Echoes, but one problem at a time. And that is not an answer. Can I have my tree frog back? Alright, well, he's got a 4/4 now. I have to block the 6. I don't really have a choice in the matter. And I draw another land! Isn't that what I said was going to happen? I'm pretty sure I called that at the beginning of the game. That I was going to end up flooding out this game. So I could get my demon, but I don't think the demon helps me. What? What? Wait a minute. What? Why was I not able to block this? Descend 8 cannot be blocked. Well, that is a card I should have read. I mean, I could have done about it anyway, but yeah. Alright, I guess that's it.
So we did end up going 4-3. Um, the first game because my opponent decked himself. The second game because opponent got mana screwed, and the third game because my opponent shame scooped. So I can't really claim any of those wins as due to my own skill. Um, I really can't claim all of my losses either because we got screwed in that second game and flooded in that third game. So, I mean, really, we just won and lost to pure variance for the most part. I mean, there are some things that we could have done to increase or decrease our odds of winning and losing respectively. And feel free to put those in the comments below. The things I did wrong, or heck, the things I even did right, if you can find any of them. While you're down there, hit that like button, because that'll really push this video into the algorithm and get my wonderful content out to more people so that even more people can watch me fail, which you can actually do live on my Twitch stream starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. Link in the description below. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video and hopefully on stream.